Hi, my name is Wendy Altobello. In some previous videos I already shared with you 4 immutable laws of marketing. And today I want to address the 5th one, which is the law of focus. Now, every company with a little bit of self-esteem these days has a mission, a vision, a slogan, but the most successful companies and organizations have a word. And that's the essence of marketing. It's narrowing your business down to specifics, like becoming laser focused to a point where you're extremely specific so that you can label it with one word, and this one word you can laser burn into the mind of your prospects. That's the essence of marketing. And I like to visualize that with the physics experiment where you catch sun rays with a magnifying glass, and then the heat is being focused and burns through paper. It's that kind of laser focus that you need to construct your business. And this also means, for many, sacrificing other operational elements of their business. But actually, it's the best way to become successful. When we look at Google is extremely successful, and when we think about search engines for the internet, we think about Google. Now, I'm very sure that the Google company is able to do much more than be a search engine, but it has sacrificed those other operations to create the success that Google has become now. But if you're not the first in the market to laser burn your one word into your prospect's mind, then you can fall back to the law of the category and create a category for which you can label another word. And that's when we think about a video search engine, then we think about YouTube. We don't think about Google, because YouTube is a category within search engines on the internet. So that's very powerful. Another great example is McDonald's. McDonald's stands for hamburgers and fast food, but then Kentucky Fried Chicken came, and they knew that the word hamburger and fast food was already a word that belonged to McDonald's. So what Kentucky Fried Chicken did was focus on the chicken. And actually, they played very well into that by their slogan, which says you've got fast food and you've got Kentucky Fried Chicken. With that, it says itself that it's a category within fast food. Why is it so important in marketing to be laser focused? Well, it's because you can't stand for something if you chase everything. The most successful brands don't own 2 or 3 words or a sentence. They own one specific word in the mind of their prospects. When we think about Pepsi, that's youth. When we think about BMW, that's driving. BMW gives us a special driving experience. It's a driving machine, and that's why when BMW wanted to place some kind of living room on wheels into the market, it just didn't work, because with a living room on wheels, you can't feel the road. It's not a driving machine, and driving is the word that's owned by BMW in the mind of their prospects. Now, a big tip, a good tip, is don't choose a focus that is self-defeating, like quality. For example, you create a new mobile phone that you want to market, and your slogan is going to be putting quality against your ears. Well, I can assure you that every mobile phone producer in the world wants to create quality or wants to be known for quality. So you should not choose a focus or a word for which there is no one willing to take the opposite word. Like, for example, when you want to position yourself as an honest politician, that's a problem, because no one is going to want to be the dishonest politician. You can position yourself as being the pro-business candidate, because there definitely will be someone who wants to be the Labour candidate. The law of focus applies to whatever you want to sell or even unsell, like for example, drugs. What the anti-drug movement is missing is focus, that laser focus that you can find back in one word. Imagine if the anti-drugs movement would come up with the word loser. And why the word loser? Because using drugs causes all kinds of losses. Loss of job, loss of self-esteem, loss of family, you name it. So the word loser would be very good to put in the mind of their prospects, people using drugs, and that way creating a sense of not wanting to be one of those losers. And that could be a very powerful strategy for people like recreational drug users, for example. Now, hand in hand with the law of focus goes the law of exclusivity, which means that one word cannot be owned by two different companies. And Kentucky Fried Chicken was very smart in that. It knew that. It knew that hamburger and fast food were the words of McDonald's, and that's why it chose chicken, being a category within the big brand and being a different name. Because it wouldn't work to steal the word hamburger or fast food away from McDonald's. That just wouldn't work. And even though this is such a logical given, still there are many companies who want to use the word that already exists in the mind of prospects, owned by another company. And why is that? Because companies have a complete marketing machinery with market researchers doing market research and coming up with characteristics that customers want. And so the company says, okay, then we have to focus on that characteristic, even though it already exists within another company. And this way, neglecting the law of focus. And that's why so many marketing campaigns fail, in that they don't have success. I hope this was helpful for you. It gave you a little more insight in the world of marketing. And shortly I'll be back with the 7th law. Bye, and thanks for listening. Bye.